Hi, I'm theciaellis and welcome to Grandma's Homestead. Okay, as you can tell from the last couple of videos, things have changed in my life a little bit, and I can't talk to you about it too much at this time, but I can show you my new home away from home. I am sure that I'm not catching the best of this, but this is my view out the back window. Especially in the winter months, it's been just wonderful how the sun comes in the south side here, warms up the room nicely. I'm sure it's brutal in the summertime, but they've got curtains and stuff. But right now, with the curtains open, this is just so nice. And we see deer coming through here. I get to watch the birds. They even had a couple of guineas come through at one point. It's just really nice. This is the tire swing that my son has set up for the little baby Ivy that you have seen like on the last video when I was putting together the bed frame, and it's in this nice huge tree. And it's so neat that he has this tree that he can do. And he has some other trees. I'm going to show you some more here in a moment. Okay, I'm going to try to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. These are pear trees that Tony planted a few years ago. And they're blossoming beautifully. They do need to be pruned, and he knows they need to be pruned. I want to show you. Yeah, those beautiful blossoms. So he's got some good pear starting here. That's neat. And they're leafing even too. And he said this row is peach trees. Oops, I fell in a hole. And these are the blossoms for those. And he's got 3 more down here. This is a corkscrew willow that's just starting to wake up. And he said this is one of his favorite trees. I think this is what he said was an apple tree here. And it's not blooming yet, but it does have some leaves coming on. And I believe this is another peach tree. But this is his quote-unquote orchard that he has, that he's actually gets nice, that he really enjoys here. I was looking down, I noticed some walnuts, but this is a black walnut tree that's here. And he's excited about that. And of course this is just another beautiful oak tree. I don't remember what this one is. Obviously it has a different bark on it, and he didn't tell me what it was. I was about to say, I wonder what's been digging and stuff through here. I don't know for sure, and it might be some deer tracks. He has a whole family of deer that come through here, but I don't know, these are pretty deep. And it looks like something's been digging. That's interesting. I'll have to ask Tony if he knows what they are. That's cool though. And it keeps going, so it might be deer. There may have been deer tracks that came through after a pretty good rain. This is a very shallow pond that generally dries up every summer, and we haven't had a lot of precipitation yet so far in the last couple of months. We've had some, but not a lot. And so you can see where the water line actually comes up to here, but even then it's still relatively shallow. But it's kind of nice. It draws in the animals and the birds and everything. But like I said, and there's some cattails that grow up here. I don't see where they are located right now, but I've seen them in the summertime, the cattails that grow. But it's just a nice little shallow pond. Of course, it's because it dries up, there's no fish or anything in it that they can fish for, but it's still nice to have it there. I've seen the deer come out from over here, and even in this little bitty clearing up here in these trees here too. And they come around the corner, and they generally jump over the fence right there and go into the neighbor's yard. And this is another little set of trees that the animals love to light in. And I don't know, I just like it, because that's one thing I lacked at my homestead was trees. And he's got some here, and it's kind of neat. And here's a wall of wild blackberries. And I think he's cleared a bunch of them out. If you think it, it goes way up there. Just lots and lots of blackberries, but they're the little wild ones, so they, it's a lot of work to pick them and prepare them because they're so little. And they used to be all along the fence line here, and it looks like he's got most of them cleared out. Looks like he's done a real good job of clearing a bunch of things out here. Oop, I startled up some birds. But it's just a nice little place here that he's made his own little homestead. No animals. He has pretty severe allergies. There's a cat that lives across the road that comes and visits and lets little Ivy and Kayla pet him sometimes. So I just kind of wanted to show you where my new life is for right now. I will be getting my own place eventually. It just takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of readjusting and getting things done. But you know what? I can't. These guys, my son and his wife, have been good gold to me, and I'm so grateful to them. And I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of my surroundings here. I'm very grateful I didn't have to move back to town. I did not want to move into town. I am not a city person. Even when I lived in the city before and didn't know any better, I hated it. And I love the country life, and I love it here. And I don't plan to stay. It's not my home. I'm planning to make my own home. But this is it for right now. Alright, this is just a short video, just kind of give you a little bit of a taste of the life where I am located now. Of course, you've seen it when I was building the bed and stuff too, but this is a nice and peaceful home. I'm very appreciative of my family for putting me here, and even Kinsey whenever she chooses to come through too. She splits her time between me and Tom, and she's about to graduate high school, and I don't know what she's going to do after that. But yeah, a lot of things changing in my life right now, and you know, in the long run it's going to be just fine. It's going to be good. But I'm really grateful for this place to land at this time. So don't give up on me, guys. I'm going to still be putting out content. It's not going to necessarily have animals in it for right now. I don't know what's going to happen, but I still have things to do. I've got a whole mess of cooking videos lined up to do, and so a lot of things to do with Are you ready for the next Great Depression? And I'm going to be doing some outside stuff along the way too, especially since it's getting warmer today. As I am recording this, is the first day of spring. I'm so grateful. It's chilly today. It's been warm, and it was kind of interesting because a few days ago, of course, this is Oklahoma. It was nice and warm in the 80s or low 80s, not sweltering, but it was in the low 80s. And then yesterday in the afternoon, a cold front blew through, and before the evening was over, and I didn't stick or anything, but I had snow blowing, and it's real wet, big flakes that was blowing with the mist last night when I came in, and some people said they had some sleet too, which is good. And I had been wanting to record this previously, but we've had wicked winds, and we've been surrounded by terrible fires. Not so much here. We've had some fires right here in our actual neighborhood, but some friends of mine down closer to Oklahoma City and on the other side of Tulsa have had some pretty devastating fires, and so it was just too windy to record outside one way or another, and the air quality was awful. I mean, the sky was like a funky gray, brown, red. I don't know. It was weird. And my son, who has pretty significant asthma, is like, we're closing up the house. But I'm glad that's over. The rain last night and snow kind of cleared the air some too, and that makes it nice. And it has slowed down the fires. I haven't heard about any more fires lately, even though it was not a lot of rain. I think it was enough to, and the wind going down helped dramatically, and I haven't heard about any fires today. So I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I'm getting closer. I'm inching closer to 1,000 subscribers, so I can actually start making a little bit of income on doing this. And you know, I've been doing this for several years, and I try very hard to be as consistent as possible, and I will still work hard on that as I look for a job and as I take care of all kinds of other stuff too. But I'm going to continue to put out content for you guys, and we'll see what we can come up with. So I would appreciate if you would subscribe and help support me a little bit on that too. I also want to tell you about one of my other YouTube channels. It's just a little one on the side. It's called Kinsey Lackey Sports. I've done it, and I'm still putting out content because, man, you know, when you do several games a week, there's a lot of footage for me to go through. But Kinsey Lackey Sports are just snippets of her playing softball. Basically, mostly of it's softball. We were hoping to get her into college with a softball scholarship. The events in her life have kind of left her hanging a little bit. She doesn't know how what she wants to do. If she does want to go to college, she is working full time, right now, she went online with her school and is working full time to make money. And like I said, she's splitting her time between Tom and my house, where I'm living now. And so she's in limbo. If nothing else, keep her in your prayers. And that's all I got for you guys. Live until you die. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what tomorrow will bring. But live anyway. And keep a smile on your face to the best of your ability. And laugh as much as possible. I love to laugh. I've got a beautiful 3-year-old. You could probably hear her in the background now, squealing with her dad. But she's brought so much joy into my life too. So just live. Do your best. And God bless. I'll see you next time.